Mark Sejani and Bercy?
Yeah, fine side.
Let's do it, just do it. We gotta back up. Okay, they're gonna look for the game right away, okay?
Just wait for waves. Can you end through their...
Can we defend there too?
You guys have to back.
Do anything instead of backing up, just Baron buff the wave. Okay, they're mid.
Okay, Cannon mid. Okay, Cannon's showing. Hey, Cannon's showing. I'm gonna Baron the next mid.
And we played versus Optic. We kind of picked the champions that we practiced in scrim, so everyone was pretty confident. At a point when we got Baron, like they were all saying, guys, this is a comp that we practiced for such a long time, like let's make it happen this time.
1-3-1. Okay, we practiced this so many times. 1-3-1. Yes, the number is 1 and then 3 and then 1. Yes.
That made me feel like kind of a parent's eyes, like, oh, they're doing great. And then we pulled a win without even fighting. So I'll say that was a pretty successful game.
Playoffs! Woo! Woo!
I didn't really want to take the chance of Soligo because he's been playing almost the whole split, and I just played like the last 2 weeks of Academy. I also wanted them to kind of learn how it feels to lose as a team or win, how it feels to lose a best of 5 or win a best of 5 when it's a more important match than the regular split. It kind of like made me a lot more hungrier. Those kind of like emotion will help them a lot. I hope they can learn a lot from that, and I hope the best for them too.
Good morning.
Today probably asking me permission to come to the room.
May I come to the room? Come on.
Should have brought our team outfit jerseys.
Just go on stage and team on jerseys.
Which way is makeup again?
Oh my goodness.
Something crazy.
Crazy?
Do your best.
Okay.
Do your craziest. Something crazy.
I mean, I don't think I'll do anything crazy unless we spike it straight up, but we'll make it a little messy.
That's a tempting offer. Alright, as messy as possible.
You got it.
The messiest.
I should hope fail.
It's too messy. That's
Yeah, they
good.
said it was when we moved into our current building. They said it was supposed to be done by.
Maybe it'll be so messy I'll distract the opponents. GG.
No, it's not that messy. I just gotta get it in the roof. If I just put it on the top, it doesn't do anything.
It'll be nice to have.
There, now it's styled messy.
Oh, that's.
Is it good?
Looks great.
Okay. Alcohol? What kind?
No, the drinking kind.
Darn it.
Today I eat blood.
Wait,
That's weird.
wait, no.
Today
no.
I-
Where's the eat? Here it is.
Today
Whole wind
I
child.
eat whole wind child. I eat whole wind child.
Good luck
blood.
today, guys.
Oh, there's an LY. Wait, we are? Wait, hold on.
Grab me a Red Bull.
First one? Yes. Use a massage before the match or something, or what? Red Bull?
Yeah.
Can you get me ready to win, I guess?
Yeah. Set up on stage. We'll grab your stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
So do we swap sides every year?
No. So like if you guys say pick blue,
Yeah.
then we're just gonna switch the side and all these graphics and stuff change, but
We're still saying
yeah, this is your seat. Thank you.
Brian, you're grabbing some of those here.
Going into game 1, I was actually not as nervous as I thought I would be. I've been on stage a few times before, and I was just excited to get the games going, honestly.
Time for the fight, and the rest of the team is stuck in the pit. They lose is lost.
After Kale got level 16, the game became really hard for us in game 1. I think we made a lot of blunders that led to the game being at that point, but once we felt like we were getting outscaled, we felt really pressured to make something happen, and it just didn't work out for us in that game.
Hey, front. Die. Okay, bad. I'm out. I'm chucked. Oh, holy shit.
So that wasn't the issue, because we could have permanent split that game and closed it pretty effectively, but we decided we wanted to team fight, and we wanted to team fight really fast, and that ended up being kind of rough for us. After game 1, I kind of realized how much better Fragus was playing than Equifox's jungler. Based on that information, I realized, okay, if we just get a strong champion for Fragus, he's gonna have a good game, he's gonna carry us, and we'll do really well. So I think the Kindred came out really strong.
I think I've gotten a lot better at like calming myself down and not rushing things.
Stays alive somehow, and so does Stun. They're able to get a great retaliation on this, and the counters.
Jungle pathing, yeah, has gotten a lot better. So it was just being not too aggressive has also gotten a lot better.
Take a very nice fight in the enemy base, baited out by Fragus. They're able to close this game out and answer the series, making it 1-1.
Second game, 10 times better. So third game, I was just like extremely confident going into it that we can easily win.
I think I played pretty bad. Well, I think I had some good moments, but for the majority of the series, I wasn't playing how I wanted to play.
Zaya flash, no flash,
Okay, Zaya. Nocturne.
Look at Akali. Nocturne, careful feathers.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, survive.
I think in a lot of moments, I didn't exactly go for the confident play or exactly play the situations that I wanted to. And so that led to a lot of misplays and pretty unfavorable fights.
Turrets are falling super fast on both sides as both are down. The Nexus wide open, and Equifox take game 3 to bring us to game point.
I felt angry at myself because I think I kind of trolled game 3 team fights, so I wanted to really make it up on game 4. I didn't really make it up, but maybe I subconsciously told myself. But...
It is a 60% win rate for live Kale.
Malarkey.
So that doesn't sound like a good matchup for Rise. We'll have to see if that's the case.
Yeah, I think Rise is a better pick than Akali because Rise can harass Kale early on. Akali can't do it as much. I think Rise can also punish Kale more early because of his root and stuff.
Low down to 200 HP, and he falls to the hands of Fragus as they flash in to get the fight underway.
Absolutely going to win, but on that's the next start going down. 100 Thieves keep the game alive and keep the series alive. Game 5. Huge bounce at being 400 Thieves. That's all.
Do you want one?
Okay, you want to split
I'll
it?
get more. No, I'll get more.
Okay, this one's mine.
I'll be back.
The whole banana.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. No, so I think we have to put Hannah on an uncomfortable. This one, like every time he's uncomfortable, he always beats. Yeah. Cool. Yeah,
So 4-5 bands, jungle bands are good, right? We're good? You guys can close out early games. You know that you can. Just remember to take fights that you can take.
Wait, Will.
I will be really surprised
if
they don't
bad,
have Lysandra and Galileo.
It's all right.
Let it go.
It's all right. They're still in base on the fountain anyways. There it is, 2-2, Equifox versus 100 Thieves. And now we are about to get on to the Rift.
I'm not as disappointed or as sad as I thought I would be. It's like a different feeling. It feels like I'm exhausted, but not in a bad way, I guess, because I do think I learned a lot from it, and I think that we all did well, basically.
Towards the end of game 5, all of us were definitely feeling really fatigued from the series as a whole. And once we knew that it was over, it felt really bad to lose, but it also felt like we tried our best and we did really well, so we weren't too sad about losing.
Losing the best of 5, I'd say it was definitely really disappointing, especially given our pretty good results during the regular season and during scrims. Yeah, it was definitely a moment of learning as well, but it was definitely really sad.
I mean, it was sad, of course, but I'm not really too beaten up about it because we did pretty well this split for rookies. I think we've improved a lot since we first started.
I don't know, losing best of 5 just feels really, it felt like a circle. Like I just seem to always lose best of 5s on game 5. So it just felt like it's happening again. That's how it felt at the very beginning.
I honestly, I think everyone had their chance to show what they could do. That's a win in my book for Academy. Okay. I was just worried we wouldn't have a chance for everyone to show that they were good.
You learned a lot this series, right?
NA Academy to me is a place for players, I guess, to be developed and someday be ready for LCS. And so I think that we personally take it as an opportunity to improve and get better and hopefully one day be LCS ready. I think coming out of Scouting Grounds, I was pretty new to competitive and I had a lot of bad habits from solo queue. I feel like a lot of the issues that I had before, I'm getting a lot better at, not making the same mistakes. And even though it's a work in progress, I feel like I am getting better over time.
I think Prismal's challenge has almost been like slowing the game down in his head a little bit, making more thoughtful decisions. Prismal is someone who you can kind of rely on to be sort of clutch in team fights. Seeing that develop a bit more throughout the course of the split has been nice to see.
It happens.
Coming out of SG, I was definitely probably one of the worst Academy mid laners for sure. I definitely had a lot to learn. I'd say especially after the LCS scrims and getting lots of coaching from both the LCS staff and Kelsey, I've definitely learned a lot and I think I'm a pretty good mid laner now.
So actually I was asked this question by management. If a team was to approach you for LCS, right, would you go there or would you be more interested in staying here?
If people think I'm good enough for LCS, they can give me a shot, but I don't know if I am yet. I wouldn't mind LCS, but Academy is fine as well.
I've definitely noticed the progress that I've made since playing in Scouting Grounds, but I also feel like I have a lot more to learn from Academy before I'll be ready for LCS. I think I've definitely highlighted a lot of my strengths, but also a lot of my weaknesses in the competitive games I played, so more competitive experience would definitely do me a lot more good.
I still think I have a lot to learn, but as always, I'd never turn down an LCS spot. You know that last interview where I said I'm not LCS ready? You can ignore that. Pretend I said I was LCS ready, that I always will be.
I haven't really given too much thought as to whether I want to be playing Academy or LCS next split, because for now I just want to focus on finishing the split strong, especially with this weekend's games.
And to be honest, I haven't made up my decision yet, but I'm leaning towards staying with this org just because, if you guys don't know, I have only stayed with teams for half a split prior to Under Thieves, and this is my first team that I stayed for a full year under. And so, like after 5 or 6 years of switching team every split, I've kind of enjoyed just the stability of knowing what I'm going to get here, you know what I mean? And if it was like a lower tier LCS team with like a bad infrastructure, I'm not sure if I would prioritize that over here. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I haven't given it too much extra thought.
A lot of you guys first best of 5 ever. I'm proud of how you played. Sucks to lose. I know you guys will learn a lot from it.
Yep.
And a lot of good things too. So.
This is how a deja vu for me every time.
And
fortunately, I always
fortunately,
hear this speech every time.
So going into this split, I had something of an idea of how I wanted this team to structure, what would be the best way to help rookies learn, and I quickly realized that I was probably wrong. So it's been a learning process going forward, figuring out what works and what doesn't, and I think one of the biggest takeaways for me this split is that every player is really different. And sometimes it's a process finding out what works for that player, what will get through to that player. And so for me, I just think it's been a long process. It's like I've had to become a better coach to try to help them become better players. And I've learned a lot more about myself and what I need to get better at, as much as I've learned about them and what they need to get better at. Obviously, my first team as head coach, all of these guys are going to mean a lot to me on an individual level, but if they go on to bigger things. They get LCS positions, and really, really going to be happy for them. So.